under the bright lights of Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Anticipation is electric for one of the most compelling matchups of the Canelo Álvarez versus Terence Crawford on the court. The undefeated French Cameroonian powerhouse, Christian Mbilli, faces off against Guatemala's surging knockout artist, Lester Martinez. Both men enter the ring with perfect records. Mbilli at 29-0 with 24 knockouts. Martinez at 19-0 with 16 stoppages, each bringing a reputation for ruthless aggression and fight-ending power. Mbilli, now ranked number 1 by the ring at super middleweight, has carved his path through the division with a blend of power and ferocity, recently dispatching Suleki in the very first round to claim the WBC interim title. For Mbilli, this is more than just another fight. It's his moment to announce himself as the next in line for the undisputed crown. A chance to put the world on notice and stake his claim as the man to beat at 168 pounds. Across the ring, Lester Martinez stands as a daunting challenger. The Guatemalan star, ranked in the top 10 by both the WBA and WBC, has bulldozed his way through the ranks with an 84% knockout ratio, overcoming adversity and health setbacks to reach the stage. Guided by renowned trainer Brian McIntyre, Martinez enters with momentum, having stopped 6 of his last 7 opponents, and a hunger to prove he belongs among the elite. The time has arrived. 2 undefeated warriors collide, each with everything to gain and nothing to lose. The stakes are clear. A shot at super middleweight supremacy, the chance to shine on boxing's grandest stage, and an opportunity to solidify the name in the star-studded division. This is Mbilli versus Martinez, a battle of power, pride, and destiny.
Position to think about discrimination now from and right, and Gongora he's ready for Suleki's jab, and there it is again.
Remember we were saying about
God, what a right hand!
Stretch really of being inactive in your
Yes.
career. Big uppercut.
Christian Mbilli is the high-pressure, high-volume technician, a workhorse who combines the relentless drive of a brawler with the power of a wrecking ball. Mbilli is the definition of a pressure fighter, a super middleweight grinder who turns every second of every round into a test of will and endurance. When the bell rings, Mbilli presses forward like a freight train, never giving his opponents a moment of peace. His style is built on constant aggression, but it's not completely reckless. Each step is calculated. Every punch is thrown with purpose. Mbilli's offense starts with his explosive footwork. He's always cutting off the ring, suffocating opponents against the ropes, and forcing them into a fight at his high pace. Once in range, Mbilli unleashes bombs, high-volume combinations, mixing heavy shots to the head and devastating hooks to the body.
To the body again with both a right and a left. Tries to place the uppercut. A little bit of
His commitment to the body punching is a signature, breaking opponents down physically, round after round, until the resistance fades.
All they've got, capacity crowd trying to hang on.
But it's not just brute force. Mbilli adds technique into his aggression. He uses feints, level changes, while cutting angles to create openings. Defensively, he keeps a tight guard, moves his head efficiently, and stays out of range when he needs to reset. His stamina is elite, as he can maintain a grueling pace for the duration of 12 rounds, making him one of the most exhausting fighters to face in the division. He's a nightmare for anyone who can't match his intensity, and a puzzle for those who try to outthink him. If you're standing across from Mbilli, you know you're in for a war from the opening to final bell.
Every single round.
in Quebec.
What Murdoch needs to do is he needs to
Good showcase round for the rising contender.
Lester Martinez is one of the most explosive and dangerous punchers in the super middleweight division. A fighter who brings raw power, relentless aggression, and a knockout mentality every time he steps into the ring. Martinez fights at an orthodox stance and stands 5'11" with a 72-inch reach, giving him both the height and physical presence to dominate at range or up close. Martinez's style is all about forward momentum. He's known for pressing the action, throwing crisp, accurate combinations, and mixing his attacks seamlessly between the head and body. What sets Martinez apart is his finishing instincts. With an 84% knockout ratio, he rarely lets opponents off the hook once he senses weaknesses. His left hook to the body is his signature weapon, and he's equally dangerous with his right hand upstairs, often dropping opponents with sudden, explosive shots.
En la cuestión de las fintas en el boxeo. Mira. ¡Oh! Y hablando de la mano derecha.
Martinez doesn't just rely on brute force, he's composed on fire, able to stay relaxed and patient even when trading punches. He picks his moments, sets traps, and capitalizes on openings with clinical precision. His fights rarely go the distance, averaging just under 4 rounds per contest, a testament to his ability to end bouts early. Despite his aggressive approach, Martinez has shown the ability to adapt, winning dominant decisions when knockouts don't come, and proving he can go rounds against seasoned opponents. Martinez's power punch and pressure fighting style is a nightmare for anyone. A boxer who combines high-power offense with tactical patience. He's a threat from the opening bell, always hunting for the finish, and ready to seize any opportunity to make a statement in the ring.
Hasta el momento, el guatemalteco ha estado. Es 9 Lester, sí, creo que tienes toda la razón. Por parte de Lester Martinez. Méntela al gancho de izquierda, ahora la derecha por parte de Lester Martinez. Y una vez más, y damas y caballeros.
Although Mbilli is a pressure fighter, even the most aggressive style comes with vulnerabilities. When you watch Mbilli, you see a fighter who loves to come forward, constantly pushing a pace and throwing a volume. But the forward momentum can leave him open, especially when he squares up or gets out of position on the inside. Against a crafty counterpuncher, those moments become opportunities. His defense, while improving, sometimes relies too much on his high guard and reflexes, rather than true head movement or upper body angles. Fighters with elite timing can catch him as he enters or exits exchanges. And a good technician who can stay in the ground and punch between his shots can find success. There's also the question of adaptability. When Mbilli can't bully his way inside, or when an opponent refuses to wilt, does he have a plan B? Against the very best, his tendency to be predictable with his forward attacks could be exploited, especially by someone with power and skill to make him pay for his mistakes.
Mbilli will find his mark, man. He's so explosive with them shots, Des.
Now, let's talk about Lester Martinez. Martinez is known for his explosive power and finishing instincts, but his style has its own set of questions. He's often a bully in the ring, pressing forward, looking to land big shots and overwhelming less experienced opponents. But what happens when he faces someone who won't back down? There's a sense that we haven't yet seen Martinez truly tested under adversity, especially under the bright lights and against world-class opposition. If he can't control the pace, or if he's forced onto the back foot, will he have the composure and technical depth to adjust? Some analysts wonder if Martinez's confidence is partly built on dominating overmatched foes, and whether he might struggle if he's not the one dictating terms. His defense can also be leaky when he's on the attack, leaving him open to counters from short, disciplined opponents. The big question for Martinez, when the going gets tough, can he dig deep and find another gear? Or will his aggression backfire against a truly elite rival? Both fighters are rising stars, but the greatest test will come when the strengths are neutralized and the weaknesses exposed. That's what makes this matchup so intriguing.
Or like a zombie out there, takes the punches, comes right back, but man,
Mbilli's game plan should be built around his relentless pace and superior experience. He needs to use his high-volume combinations to keep Martinez on the defensive, never allowing him to set his feet and load up on power shots. Cutting off the ring and forcing exchanges on the inside will favor Mbilli's conditioning and ability to fight a sustained tempo. He should target Martinez's body early, looking to sap the energy and slow down his explosiveness as the rounds progress. Defensively, Mbilli must tighten up, avoiding squaring up, and be wary of Martinez's counters, especially the left hook to the body and the right hand upstairs. If Mbilli can drag Martinez into deep waters and make it a war of attrition, his experience over 133 professional rounds could be the deciding factor. Martinez should capitalize on his height advantage and raw power. He needs to keep the fight at mid-range, using his jab and reach to disrupt Mbilli's forward momentum. Martinez's best chance is to catch Mbilli coming in with sharp counters, leveraging his 84% knockout ratio to make every exchange dangerous. He should mix his attacks, going to the body and head, and look for early openings to test Mbilli's chin. Martinez must avoid getting trapped against the ropes and not let Mbilli dictate the pace. Instead, he should pick his shots, stay composed, and force Mbilli to respect his power. If he can hurt Mbilli early, he can shift the fight in his favor and potentially score a stoppage.
We look at 24 fights as professionals.
The biggest X factor in a fight between Mbilli and Martinez is who can handle the relentless pressure and explosive power punching exchanges as the rounds progress. Both fighters are undefeated, offensive-minded, and possesses nearly identical knockout percentages. Mbilli at 83%, Martinez at 84%. But it's the ability to absorb punishment and adapt on the fire that will determine a winner. Mbilli's experience and stamina give him an edge in deep waters. Having fought 133 professional rounds compared to Martinez's 74, but Martinez's height advantage and raw power mean he can change the fight with a single shot. If Mbilli can oppose his pace and wear Martinez down, he's likely to pull away in the later rounds. However, if Martinez can catch Mbilli early and disrupt his rhythm, he can score a dramatic knockout. My prediction: expect a back-and-forth war and a hard-fought decision. Martinez by upset.